Hey, what's going on? This is Exile Soul 87. Getting ready to spit little facts. That's something that just randomly came today. Normally tonight I was going to do the part 3 of the Doom 64 Let's Play I'm doing. But this randomly came up today because as of today is the first day of QuakeCon. And we just eventually got a game, Shadowgauntlet. As most of y'all don't know, some of the younger generation or the younger people probably don't know of the game Heretic+hexen, and it's made by the same people, published by id Software that made Doom. As of today, they have done a remaster of the game, and I had to do a little bit of my research of it. Last time I played Heretic was a couple years ago, but it's basically Doom 1 and 2, but set in a fantasy world, and you got like you're basically a spellcaster. So you got different weapons that based off, staffs and enchanted gauntlets and stuff like that. But instead of having guns, you have magic, basically. So it's basically Doom set in a fantasy world, like classic Doom set in a fantasy world. Now, I'm not only going to talk about the remaster, but I'm actually going to review my experiences with Heretic+hexen as well in this review as well. So I haven't got to play the remaster because I got a big backlog of games I play only for myself. But I eventually started on Doom the Dark Ages, which that's a review once I finish the game and give you my thoughts and opinions on it. So with that said, let's get into the remaster. Okay, so it's basically an up-to-date version of Heretic+hexen set that Night Dive has come with. From what I've seen of it, they did a really fucking good job of it. Things that were complexed in the original, that was just meat and potatoes of those games. Night Dive fixed it up where it's actually not as tedious as what it could be. I know in Heretic some enemies were bullet sponges, and the fact that it took like so many hits to just kill one enemy. As in, there are settings where you can actually decrease the health of the enemy and stuff. Like, I think it's called an enhanced modifier or something like that. I don't know. But they created the game, touched it up, made it look fresh and new. I mean, for id Tech 1's graphics, it looks good. I can't really wait to play the remaster. I know most of us thought, including me myself, thought we was going to get Quake 3 remaster. I did a video of this like the other day or so, but turns out that wasn't the case. But I still came happy as a Lord, because for a while, besides the console ports of Hexen, it was locked behind PC, PlayStation 1, 64, and Sega Saturn. All which I think, to me, 64 was the best port. But with Night Dive Studios up-to-dating and remastering everything, that's probably come to a close. Because not only we can go back and play Heretic+hexen, but newcomers are getting into Doom and the id Software, id series, and Night Dive. It looks really good. I'm pretty much I'm pretty much very appreciative that we got a remaster of it. I knew there was hints of it because back 3 months ago that they were talking about it. So like, ugh, that might be showed at QuakeCon. Then there were talks about Quake 3 getting remastered. And one or another, it was one or the other. But when it comes to Night Dive Studios, they seem to always take their performance and take their time with their remasters up to 11. As with other studios, it's like a hit and miss. But I'm very glad that they remastered this game. Once I get done with Dying Light 2, Doom to Dark Ages, I've also went back and played Infamous and Serious Sam 4. I'm going straight to play Heretic+hexen because it's one of those games that is very timeless along with Doom. So with that said, what other things that they have that include in this remaster? A remix soundtrack. They did same thing they did with Doom 1 and 2. They did a remix soundtrack with Andrew Hochschild. I'm probably going to check it out. Andrew Hochschild does some really bangers on music soundtracks along with Mick Gordon. But he did really good with the IDKFA for Doom 1 and 2, which you can listen. I think he has this playlist on YouTube. If you check it out, he's did that. He's did Dusk. He's did what's the name? Doom Eternal. I want to say he might have did Turbo Overkill, but I can't quote you on that. But with that remix of soundtrack, I had to check it out. But I remember Doom 1 and 2, it was some pretty big bangers when I played the remaster of those games around a year or two ago. What else is there coming to conclude with the remaster? There's two new expansions, one for each game. There's one for Heretic and one for Hexen. The remaster does also come with the expansions for Heretic and Hexen. I think one is Dark Kings of the Citadel, and then there's another one. I'm trying to remember the name for it. Shadow of the Serpent Riders. That's for Heretic. Shadow of the Serpent Riders for Heretic and Death Kings of the Citadel. I think it's what it's called, Death Kings of the Citadel. Those are the expansions that come with both of those games. And we got two new exclusive expansions that they came out with for both Heretic and Hexen as well. One is called Faith Revealed or Faith Prevailed. I checked it out on G-Man's video that he did a video of today, which shout out to G-Man, good job, dude. That's a very good video you did. And then the other one, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he did quote something that sounds crazy. It sounds like something that would be in like a death metal band or a black metal band. It's a weird name, but not only we got the touch-ups and a new coat of paint on these games, we also got a remix soundtrack, two exclusive new expansions, never before seen, never been played, just came out on this one. They did like they did with Doom 1 and 2. They put all the Doom 1 and 2 expansions on, from Die Flesh Consumed, Sigil 2, Plutonia, TNT Evolution, Legacy of Rust, and that exclusive Legacy of Rust. And even the Master levels was on there. So if you like playing the vanilla experience, but you want to play on monitor consoles, these games right here are the way to go. But here's another thing they add to this remaster. The same thing they did with Doom 1 and 2, which a lot of people's gonna like. mod support. They add mod support for it. Now I haven't dived into this remaster to see what mods they are. If you got a digi copy of Heretic+hexen remaster, go check it out. I'm probably gonna fire it up to see what mods is on there tonight. But you can, if you got a copy of it, fire it up, see what's on the remaster. Comment what's if it's anything good. Because usually with id Software and Doom, I mean the Doom community's been out for years, man. They made so many map packs and mods, it's not even funny. But with that said, I'm going to end this video to a halt. Sorry it's a short video. I was really wanting to talk about this remaster today. Tomorrow, Part 3, Doom 64 will be recorded tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but I knew we'd come up with something nice, and with some nice news of a new remaster, can't go wrong with it. With that said, like, comment, subscribe. The button's right down there on the video. Until then, y'all have yourselves one hell of a night.